Hello, everyone. This is Jay Dobbins, your host of the Marvel DC Universe Fan Club, and we're now at episode 270, and I'll be doing my review on Wonder Woman 1984. Oh, and by the way, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas yesterday. But anyway, spoiler alert. If you have not seen Wonder Woman 1984, please do not listen to this episode. You've been warned. So, the movie takes place after the events of Wonder Woman in 2017. But this movie is the sequel is starring, of course, Gal Gadot and Chris Pine, Kristen Wiig, Pedro Pascal. But anyway, so the movie, at the beginning, there's it's a flashback. Obviously, a young Diana Prince participates in an athletic event on this mascara, against older Amazons. After falling from a horse, Diana takes a shortcut and remounts, but misses a checkpoint. Antioch removes her from the competition, explaining anything worthwhile must be obtained honestly. And we'll talk about that after I'm giving you the summary of it. Okay, anyway. So in 1984, Diana works at the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C., while secretly performing heroic deeds as Wonder Woman. A new museum employee, Barbara Ann Minerva, a shy, mousy geologist and cryptozoologist, is barely noticed by her co-workers. Barbara eventually comes to envy Diana. Later, the FBI asked the museum to identify stolen antiquities from a robbery that Wonder Woman recently foiled. Barbara and Diana noticed one item, later identified as the Dreamstone, contains a Latin inscription claiming to grant the holder one wish. Barbara wishes to become like Diana, but acquires the same superpowers, while Diana unknowingly wishes for her deceased lover Trevor to be alive, resurrecting him into another man's body. The two are reunited at a Smithsonian gala. Failing businessman Maxwell Lorenzano, also known as Max Lord, tricks Barbara and steals the Dreamstone, hoping to use its power to save his bankrupt oil company. He wishes to become the stone and gains its wish-granting powers, of course, becoming a wealthy and powerful figure who creates chaos and destruction as his powers trigger worldwide instability. Barbara, Diana, and Steve discover that the Dreamstone was created by Delos Medacius, the god of lies, treachery, deception, and mischief, also known as Duke of Deception. It grants a user's wish while exacting a toll unless they renounce the wish or destroy the stone. Although Diana's powers and Barbara's humanity diminish, both are unwilling to renounce their wishes. Learning from the U.S. president of a satellite system that broadcasts signals globally. Max, whose powers are causing his body to deteriorate, plans to globally grant wishes to steal strength and life force from the viewers and regain his health. Diana and Steve confront him at the White House, but Barbara, now aligned with Max, defeats Diana, escaping with Max on Marine One. Steve convinces Diana to renounce her wish and let him go, restoring her strength and gaining an ability to fly. Donning the armor of Amazon warrior Asteria, Diana flies to the satellite headquarters and again battles Barbara, who has transformed into a cheetah-like creature after wishing to become an apex predator. Following a brutal match, Diana tackles Barbara into a lake and electrocutes her, then pulls her out. She confronts Max and uses her lasso of truth to communicate with the world through him, convincing everyone to renounce their wishes. Then shows Max vision of his own unhappy childhood and of his son, Alistair, of course, who is frantically searching for his father amid the chaos. Max renounces his wish and reunites with Alistair. Sometime later, Diana meets the man whose body Steve possessed. Meanwhile, Asteria is revealed to be secretly living among humans. All right. So, honestly, I'm gonna give this movie I'm gonna go with 9 out of 10. You know. So I'm just like, okay. You know, it sucks that okay, now the reason why I give it 9 out of 10 is because one, Steve didn't come back like I thought he would. Instead, he possessed someone's body, which I thought was weird. You know, but so I'm just kind of like, okay. And then on top of that, I just felt like, continuing the story of Wonder Woman before the events of Batman vs. Superman is all right, but, I just thought it was completely unnecessary. But other than that, the storyline was decent. You have flashback and then another, flashback of her early years, obviously. So, but yeah, of course, the movie takes place in 1980s. But anyway, that's pretty much, that's my own reason of giving it a 9 out of 10. But anyway, I like how they did. I like the special effects. I like how they did armor. I like how they explained Asteria. But I also like the twist that the whole time everybody thought that Asteria was dead, but she was pretty much alive. I liked Pedro. I like Pedro Pascal's role. He's a very talented actor, and he was the right person for that role. I like how they were able to. I like how they were able to bring back Steve Trevor, but obviously he probably will not be in the third one. So the third film might take place in the 90s. I don't know. Or it might take place after the events of Batman vs. Superman and Justice League. But, like I said, we'll see. I think that, like I said, special effects was good. The costume designing was excellent. Of course, as usual, when it comes to wishes, it's like, obviously, in the Dreamstone is not like, okay, a genie, pretty much. A genie, you're granted 3 wishes, and you don't have to give up anything to get that wish. However, in this case, with the Dreamstone, if you wish for something, you had to give up something else for that. The way they look at it, it's a fair trade. And honestly, I don't want to make a wish and then have to give up something else in order to get that wish. I mean, now, however, if you're investing money, yes, you have to give up that money to invest in it in order to, get a bigger gain. So, like I said, give up something in order to get something. You had to give up money in order to get more money. So I can understand that part. But as far as wishing is concerned, I thought that was pretty ridiculous. This guy was like, okay, he wanted his land back, and all of a sudden, bam, there's a freaking wall blocking other people, and all of a sudden, everybody turns on him and stuff like that. Like everybody's enraged. He had to, But the funny thing is that Maxwell Lord was like, okay, your wish is granted, but I'll take your oil. But then it turns out the guy sold sheaf sold his oil. So he's like, okay, I'll take your security instead. So he had no security to defend himself against the villagers, pretty much. But of course, he later, on renounced his wish. But yeah, it's so you have that, and of course, you had Barbara, who wanted to be like Diana, but unknowingly regained her. Sorry, not regained, but unknowingly gained the powers that go with it. So, but and then on top of that, she was becoming more, I would say rude. She was like, she lost that sweetness that she had. The selfless attitude, behavior that she had. She just became more, selfish and more brutal, And that guy that attacked her from, early in the movie, who was later, I would say, what is that word? I would say that I would say, Diana or Wonder Woman came in and saved the day, when she was attacked by this guy, some drunk guy in a suit. So later, she runs into this guy, of course, and she just brutally just attacks him. And then while he's down, kicks him, and then kicks him until, I don't know, he was like unconscious. But hopefully he wasn't dead. But, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't feel bad when Wonder Woman, intervened when he attacked Diana. But however, I didn't feel bad for him that time. However, I did feel bad for him the second time when he was brutally, attacked by, Barbara. Because this time Barbara just she was just running, and then he made some kind of rude remark or whatever, and then she just kind of stopped, and she was like, "Are you talking to me?" Now this time the guy, I think he tried to attack her again, and then she kind of just, she defended herself that time, but however, she kind of just overdid it. So, but like I said, the writing was decent. Special effects was excellent. The fight choreography was good. I like how the lasso of truth was used. It turns out the lasso of truth is not just to make people or compel people to just tell the truth, but also connect to other people in some way. But so that's the cool thing about the lasso of truth. The new perks that comes with it. I like her, golden outfit, which I thought was cool, which explains why I was very surprised at that. Yeah, that was completely old too, and yet it was still looking good condition. I still don't know how she was able to get that, but it was in a museum, but don't know how they found it. But anyway, let's see what else. Oh yes, the invisible plane. I like how she was able to do that. I like how they were able to put that in there because I was wondering when they were going to do that at some point. But yep, an invisible plane. That's cool. You know, because she was talking about making a cup invisible. But so yeah. I mean, obviously she's learning. Obviously she picked up new abilities, so I like that. That's something I like about the movie as well. Um, I don't know if Barbara renounced her wish or not, but she turned back into her human form. So I don't know if she's going to be back at some point or not, but it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, oh, that's right. I did say the special effects was excellent. The writing was decent. The let's see. I like how they brought back the previous actors for their previous roles into the sequel, so I like that. Um, like I said, I like the. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, really. And the movie made $159.5 million at the box office with a production budget of $200 million. So they were $40.5 million shy from 200. So, but it's okay. I mean, I figure if they play the movie again in theaters, do a special screening for it, they might make more money that way. But that's like I said, it's only $40 million. They're only $40 million shy, so they can still keep making more money. Warner Brothers does have money, but I'm hearing that a lot of movie productions are in debt at this point. But I think they could. I think they could still do it. So, but anyway, feel free to. Oh yeah, by the way, I do like how they were able to do that post credit. However, they didn't do an end credit. So I was a little upset about that, but anyway, the movie's not disappointing, so that's pretty good. But anyway, that concludes this review. Feel free to visit us and like us on Facebook. We're available on iTunes, Google Play Music app, Spotify, and of course, YouTube.